In my 30 years on earth, I've learned so many things. So here are the life lessons I've learned in my 30 years on this planet. Let's get right to it. The very first one being, people will respect you only if you respect yourself. And just as it is self-explanatory. People will only see value in you if you know what you bring to the table, and they will only accord you respect if you respect yourself. Next is, treat others as you want to be treated. This is self-explanatory as well. You don't expect, people to love you and to respect you and to, treat you as a person. When you treat people, especially those below you, you don't treat them as human beings. Learn to treat others with respect, and I think naturally the world will just respect you. These things come natural. I've experienced it. I know what I'm talking about. The next is, stop hating rich people. Yes, I see in the comments of any post where a rich person is involved, there's always this set of people who seems to think that when you hate on rich people, that is what is going to make you feel better. But hating on rich people does not really make you feel rich, or does not make you become rich. Instead of you to learn from them what made them rich or what you can apply to your life, you find that people end up just hating without any reason if you really ask them now. But they just seem to assume that every rich person got their money through corruption, but that is not true. If you want to be rich, try to put yourself in their shoes and stop hating rich people. Next is, success is subjective. So somebody's definition of success will be different from your definition of success. So for me, I like to live a very comfortable life. I don't necessarily have to be the richest woman on earth, but I want to be comfortable that when I want to go anywhere, especially traveling, I'm so passionate about this. When I want to go anywhere, I should be able to afford it. But to another person, being rich would be like you having all the money in the world. So people's definition of success is definitely different. Investing is the only way to make money consistently. Yes, I've seen this. I've started applying it, in my life. Only when you invest will you reap the effect of compound interest. All the rich people you see today, they got rich from investing, and their money compounding over time. When you make money, you reinvest it. Over time, you reap the benefits of your money compounding. Your weight loss journey is a journey, not a destination. Yes, I had to learn this the hard way because I was always so obsessed with losing weight, not knowing that I was really not doing myself any good. But when I decided to focus on living a more healthier lifestyle, not necessarily becoming Agbani Darego, having that goal, I found that it became more easier for me to be happy with myself, be happy with going to the gym, be happy with eating healthy. So think of it that way. You on a weight loss journey, you don't necessarily need to have a destination. You might have a goal, but look at it as a journey. It will make your journey easier. You can't please everyone. The secret to failure is trying to please everyone. Yes, this one is something that everybody needs to know. You can't please everyone, and don't try to please everyone because you end up burning yourself out. Start first and worry later. Yes, I had to make the tough decision of starting my journey of content creation. And over time, I found that it is now easier to go through the process. Unlike when I was worrying about what should I do, what camera should I use, what should I I was just obsessing over nothing. So start first, worry later. Next is to set boundaries. Yes, if you want to live a happy and a fulfilled life, you need to set boundaries because people will want to test your patience. They will want to test your limits, especially in friendship. Know when to cut people off. Know when to say no and when to say yes. That should give you a better life. If not, you end up just pleasing everyone and saying yes to every single thing. Enjoy your present while you plan for your future. This is something that I feel like people don't talk enough of. Everybody wants to make money. They talk about how you need to make money here and there, but nobody really talks about you having a balance between you living in the present and also planning for your future. I've talked so many times about one of my colleagues who her experience made me decide that I need to enjoy my life now while I'm planning for my future. You might want to check out one of my videos. I'll link that to know what I'm talking about. It's not all about you. Stop complaining and stop taking things personally. Oh God, this one, there are some people that, they feel like the whole world is against them, nothing works out for them. They forget that it's even their mindset that is making things not to work out for them. They're always negative about everything. They complain. They always see something to complain about. Don't be among those people because you are going nowhere with having that kind of mindset. Life is not fair. Yes, it's just as it is. Life is not fair. You just have to see what you can make out of, your own life. Don't allow somebody's experience to shape your own experience, because life is really not fair and it is just what it is. There's really nothing we can do about it. Somebody might just sleep and wake up and they're a rich person. Another person, the same sleep and wake up and they're a poor person. Givers never lack. Trust me, I know this. Like, over time, I've come to shape my life with having these thoughts or having this, at the back of my mind. So whenever I give, I found that it is very easy for me to receive without even doing anything in particular. So like, I'm one of those that when I want to start having money, like my right palm will start scratching me. And I always find that it is when I'm giving something in one way or the other that I just find it easier to receive money. I'm one of those that have the belief that I will never lack in this life, and that's what I, hold on to in life. So you might want to think of it from your own perspective as well, and apply it in your own life. Buy the original once and for all. You see this one? Some people would like to buy fake things 100 times just because they don't want to buy the original. But if you think of it, like the money you are using to buy all the fake, combine it will not still give you the original. So why don't you just spend money and buy the original once and for all? So that is what I do with myself. I don't want to keep having, like when I started work, I bought so many things that now that I look at them, they are not of any use to me. So I have decided that I will only buy original once and for all instead of buying 100 fakes. Focus on one thing at a time. Yes. A chronic jack of all trades here. I just talked about it in my last video. Like, being a jack of all trades is a crazy thing, and it might want to make you focus on so many things, but choose one that you are very good at and focus all your energy on it. Use a checklist. Like for a chronic jack of all trades, using a checklist is one thing that I found that gives order to my life. It stops me from procrastinating. A checklist meaning that like when you have things to do, when you have goals, like you have it here, and you're able to check out the ones you've done and focus your energy on the next one you need to do. God never gives you problems you can't handle. True statements. Don't allow anybody to deceive you. If you have problems, look at it from the perspective that you have the things to take care of that problem. Because if, like for myself now, I have some like hormonal issues I am battling with or I'm dealing with, and that is the same story for so many people. But when I think about it, like having these hormonal issues, I still have the finances to take care of the things that will give me a good life. So I'm not necessarily like having this problem without having like a solution to it. So think of life from that way, because God really never gives you a problem you can't handle. Invest in your health. Just like I talked about, do like yearly checkup or biannual or 2 times every 2 years, do checkup. It is very important. I've talked about it on this channel, on the things you need to avoid in your 30s or the things you need to know. Check out those my videos. Take your health very seriously. Money does not give happiness, it gives comfort. True statement. Yes. Ask, Ashake, it is lonely at the top. Yes, that should give you like the full idea of what I'm talking about. For some people, they might think money gives happiness. That's their own perspective. But for me, I feel like, I'm very comfortable. That does not mean that, you are happy. Like you have money does not mean you are happy. You just are able to afford everything. But some people might still interpret it as money gives them happiness. Good for them and kudos to them. Traveling opens your eyes to the world. I love this a lot because I'm a travel girly. I love to travel a lot, but I've only been able to travel to 4 countries, and this has opened my eyes to like so many things. I've learned so many things. I've had friends from like different countries, and it has shifted my perspective of life. I don't take things too seriously. So like traveling really opens your eyes to the world. Try and put it in your plans in this your life. Even though it is to your backyard, try and travel, because you see those very narrow-minded people, they do not travel. That is why they don't know what the world is about. Avoid taking loans you have no plans for. Nobody needs to tell you, if you don't have a business that you want to invest that money in, or a need, an urgent need that you want to use that money for, don't take the loan, because you end up paying back and regretting while you are paying back, because you did not use the money for anything meaningful. And money loses value over time. you will regret it. So don't take loans you don't need. Stop spending money on things you don't need. Just like the last one, you buy so many things but you've not thought about it. Do I really need this thing, or do I just want it? If it is something that you just eat and it's over, that is fine. But if you start buying things that you don't really need but you just feel like peer pressure makes you buy them, you're just wasting your money. Think to yourself, like, do I really need this thing? Always question yourself before you buy anything. Every disappointment is a blessing. This is one thing that I think about in my life. Like, every disappointment, I try to think of it in a positive light, because when you think about it, it might be saving you from a situation you did not know was going to occur. So think of every disappointment as a blessing. It will definitely shift your perspective on life. Be intentional about everything. This one I wrote watching Korean dramas by the side. That's because from watching Korean dramas, I've learned so many things, and I'm one that goes into a deep hole. When I find something or something that is being said, I'll just start researching about it and going deep into it. That's why I wrote the Korean drama. But be intentional about every single thing you're doing. Korean drama, because it has taught me so many things, like in the medical field, in the political field, and this has also helped me in writing exams. From watching Korean drama, I knew what a plaintiff is, what a defendant is, and it came out in an exam I wrote. If I did not watch Korean drama and was not intentional about it, it would have not happened. Learn from other people's mistakes, not yours. I talked about this in the mistakes you should definitely avoid in your 30s, and I still stand by it. Don't allow yourself to experience things before you learn your lesson. You can allow others' experiences to be the lessons you need. So guys, these are some of the things I've learned, or these are some of the life lessons that have really shaped my life, and I've come to stand by while living in my 30s. I hope you start doing all the things I've talked about in this video. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.